let's now continue with the other tool, and that is vector drawing tool. One of my favorite tool. And so I talked about websites. I talked about tools that increase your productivity and collaboration. Now I am talking about tools, let's say Inkscape, that allow you to draw, be creative, create whatever you have in mind. Okay. So Inkscape is one such tool that allow you to create drawings. And I have not only written drawings, I have written vector drawing. So there is a difference between vector drawing and normal drawings. Vector is lossless quality. Correct? The quality of vector never decrease. Even if you zoom, you stretch, you make big posters, it keeps working. On any device, it looks really smooth. And Inkscape is one software that allow you to do that. So where it is required? If we say academic option, academic things, then it's required you to create any graphics which is available in your textbook and that is required in your slides or in your website. If you are organizing conferences, other type of event, then you can create graphics, any kind of graphics for these events, creating big posters, which is not losing quality, which do not require any graphics design artist, you can create with Inkscape. Inkscape is free and open source software. And recently, in fact, 2-3 days back, it completed its 15 years. So Inkscape, let's open Inkscape. I would like to show you what Inkscape can do for you. Inkscape is available for Mac, Linux, Windows. It's not available for Android till date because actually on mobile it will not work. Mobiles are not appropriate to make a good graphics. Yeah, here it is. So this is Inkscape's website, inkscape.org. The tool is opening. Yeah, it is inkscape.org. This. And you can create any kind of graphics. Even the graphics that you are seeing right here is created with Inkscape. Sorry, it has not completed 15 years. It has completed 20 years. And you can find examples of Inkscape, the graphics created with Inkscape here itself. And it is not only useful for graphics design. See, this one is created with Inkscape. This one is created with Inkscape. Any here is visible is created in Inkscape. Just think about a design that cannot be created in Inkscape and you will not find a single design that cannot be created in Inkscape. The good thing about Inkscape that I really like, Inkscape supports scalable vector graphics, SVG, which is further open source. It is also an open source. And SVG is coding. SVG is coding. So that means anyone who can code can also create graphics, although Inkscape allow you to do it with the help of GUI. Okay, means you can easily create graphics simply by drawing the way you do in other software. So let me now show you Inkscape now. Inkscape is open in my PC. Yeah, here it is. Let me now create a new document. It's open. It requires little more resources to work. And because we are in Zoom meeting, it will be difficult to work on Inkscape because Zoom also require a good amount of resources, but let's see. So this is Inkscape's interface, which is kind of complex, but I will make it very simple for you. I just hope Inkscape is visible to all of you. And as a teacher, we just need to learn very few things. We don't have to worry about all these options, okay? So here sir is saying, can you draw black hole image as an example? Black hole, I don't know what that is, but yes, we can. If you are talking about astronomy, that Yes, that can be done too, but sir, any image drawing require patience, time. So let me just search for what you are asking. So you are asking for this. Please say yes or no.
Yes, yes, one of
Okay.
these.
Okay. So I believe this is appropriate for education, or in education you have some other line drawings or simplified drawings.
Yeah, this is fine. Some
This
graphics
is
I
fine.
we want to make. Yeah,
Okay. So I'll come to that as well. So right now I am not going to draw. It's going to take 3 to 4 hours easily in order to
sure,
draw the image. Okay,
sure,
but
sure.
I will draw something really meaningful for you. Don't worry. I'll show you meaningful things. And I also believe in saving time for teachers also. So I will teach you this also before I leave this meeting. Okay, and you will find it very easy to create. And Inkscape will be used also. Okay, let's now come to Inkscape. Let's see what people wants to draw usually. So usually we need line diagrams. Let's say physics diagrams. It can be anything. Let's say lens. What anything that you can suggest from physics diagram. Okay, let's do one thing. Why don't open NCERT? Okay, these are many diagrams. Okay, this one will work fine. Will this work?
Yeah, this is good example.
This is good enough. With that,
Yeah.
you can create any kind of diagram. You can create flow charts and many other things. But for that, I have a simple tool. Let's create this one. So first of all, because I want to take the reference of this image, what I'll do, I'll just save it. I will save it, or because it's not saving. Okay, it's downloading. Perfect. Let's download. Okay, it's asking for credit and all. Since I am not going to use this licensed image. See, remember why we are creating our own images, because we don't want to fall into any copyright things. So this, I want to use what I have done. I am taking the print screen of it. This I have taken print screen. In order to take print screen, I use greenshot application. Okay, let's come to our Inkscape. After I have copy of that image and I'm posting it here. The reason to paste it here is just because I just don't want to go further and back to the previous image. Perfect. Let's now draw it. So first a rectangle is required. Rectangle is available here. The basic shapes are available here. Rectangle, then circle, then multi line, then 3D box, then spiral, and many other things. So let's take rectangle and draw a rectangle. So I'm drawing it, but it's not visible to you. You can see it is drawn, because when I was drawing something else, what I did, I may have blocked the fill. So fill is, you can see, white, and stroke is unset. That is why it's not visible to you. So what I'm going to do, I do not need any fill, but I want a color in stroke. Right now the stroke is unset, isn't it? So I will drag and drop one color, that's black, to stroke, and that is how it will fill with the color. Fine. So now this is visible, perfectly fine, but I don't like the thickness of the stroke. So in order to decrease or increase the thickness of stroke and color, you have to go to this, or you need to go to uh, object and then color. Yeah, here it is. Object and fill and stroke. Here you have to go. Okay. So it's already there, fill and stroke. So I'll select it here. And then I'll go to stroke paint. This is stroke paint. I'll go to stroke paint. From here, I can select what color I want for my stroke. And I think black is good enough. So let's go to stroke style. And from here, I can control the width of the stroke. So I am selecting first of all pixels rather than mm. Pixels, and then I am saying 5 pixels. Good enough. This is good enough, isn't it? With the help of this selection tool, this is selection tool. With the help of the selection tool, you can select and transform any object. So when I click here with the selection tool, you can see all these things. With the help of this, you can decrease the size, increase the size, and many other things you can do. I have created this. Perfect. Let's now create these circles. And now I believe I don't have to even talk about from where you can take the circles. You can take circles from here. So let's take the circle, draw one circle. So I am drawing with by selecting shift and control so that it's perfect circle. Okay. So one circle. Now I am simply duplicating it. Right click, duplicate. So it's duplicated. Right click, duplicate. Again duplicated. So three I have now. So what I want one to be placed here, second to be placed here, and third to be placed here. Now there is a problem. Correct. Now we need some calculations so that they are in same line, and the distance between these two are same. And that is why I'm saying for teachers, very few set of these tools is required. And I am going to focus on these tools. So let's do one thing. Let's select all these three. That is required if you want to play with the gaps, space, indentation, and all. Now we have to go to this, that is known as align and distribute. Okay, this panel will be here, but before that you have to go to path, and align and distribute is available here. In my case, it's available in sidebar because I have already worked on this in Qiskit. That's why I'm showing you both options. In case it's not visible, it is always available in menu. So now I will go to object and click on align and distribute so that it's visible here. Perfect. Oh, I closed it. So if you close any of this, just go to this and click on align and distribute. Perfect. Now align and distribute is available here. All these three are selected, and what I want to distribute the space between them. And you can see distribution is available here. And this one is the most appropriate one, isn't it? What it says, you will get same space between all objects. So what I will do after selecting all these three, I will click on this, and you can see the distribution is now appropriate. The next thing that I want to make sure that these two are on the same line. Otherwise, this will be a wrong diagram. So I am selecting these two only. This time I am not selecting this. In order to select, you just need to have this selection tool and then draw a rectangle around all the objects that you want to select. Make sure the objects are within the rectangle. So for example, the third one is outside the rectangle. So that is why it will not be selected. So I'm selecting both. Now I want to align them. You can either do bottom, so this bottom alignment, or you can do top alignment, or you can do center alignment, because the size of the circle are same. So it does not really matter what alignment you are taking. But the moment I click on this, they are aligned. So in order to show you properly what I will do, I'll just move it here. I'll select this, then control, select this, sorry, shift, select both, and then finally I click on any one of this and they are aligned. Perfect. What I don't want to align to this. I want to align this to this. So what I'll do, I'll select this first, then I'll select this second, and I'll make sure that I am aligning relative to what last selection. Then I will align it so that the top one comes to the bottom. I will make sure that the distribution between them is correct. For that, I will use this, and now our distribution is perfectly fine. Now I have to draw this line, but before I draw this line, what I need this small circle. Okay, so I will take another circle, obviously a smaller one. Then right now the problem with this circle is that this is whole circle, full circle. I want half. So whatever object you select, you get a property bar of that on top. This is the property bar for the object that is currently selected. So it will keep changing with the with the object that you select. See? So I'm selecting this. Then this bar is available. I will select this so that, this is available. And now here you can see you want it filled. You want it filled, or you want it half open, or you want it closed. So I want it closed, isn't it? So I will select this one with this. But before that, what I have to do, I have to do this. Perfect. So you can draw half circle also by one of the handling point. And now I would like to mention about the handling points. There are two types of handling. One is a square, one is circle. Circle one is known as node. Okay, and nodes can give you more handling power. The circles are usually for the transformation, increasing, decreasing the size. That is why when it comes to selecting node, you have to select the node editor. There are two types of selection. One is normal select, which goes to this square things. Then there is node selector that creates this kind of things. And sometimes there are kite shaped things also, which are also for node. So when you select any of the node, they gives you more power, more control power over the objects. So now I have drawn the half one. I have to fill it also because in the drawing, in the reference drawing, you can see it is filled. So I will fill this. In order to fill, what I have to do after selecting, I have to go to fill and select any of this color. So I am going to click on this and it will be filled. Alternatively, you can go to this fill and stop, and from here in fill selection, you can think about any color that you want to fill in this drawing. Okay, so I want blacks. This is why I'm clicking on black. And now I will move it here. And this time, we have to move it where? Centrally. This should be in the center of rectangle. This is why I am first selecting circle, half circle, then selecting rectangle, then going to align. And in alignment, I am selecting what? Center align, horizontal center. Sorry, vertical center. So click on that. That's one thing. Second thing, what I want, this should be below this, just below this. And it's difficult to set with the help of my mouse. Let's do it mathematically. So here, if you look at align and center, you will find there is one thing that says that you can align a small object of the main thing. So I'll click on this. And that is how it's going to work. So now I understood that this is not appropriate for me. What I have to do, I need to move object on top of it. So this is that one. So when you will install it, you will see it in a bigger frame. Although I can zoom it further by the help of zoom it, but I believe you get the idea. So now it's not only in center, but also aligned to that. I am focusing more on alignment and this part because it's really, really crucial for any educational diagram. Now, we simply need lines, and lines are available with the help of these three tools. One is brush, one is pencil, one is pen. This is Bezier curve. This one is Bezier curve. And it tells you what type of thing you want to draw. You want to draw curves, you want to draw big curves, you want to draw a small curve, you want to draw straight lines, you want to draw 90-degree lines. What type of lines you want? So here, I just need a simple line. I am not worried about curves and all at all. So let's look at the pencil. Let's look at the color. Everything same way is available. So I'll select this. And now I will click on here. Okay, sorry, this is wrong. I have to make it in the center, isn't it? So this is in the, all lines are starting from the center itself rather than one is starting from there and here. So I will make it center. Click here. Then it has created one node and I'm moving to another circle and I clicked. So what I am doing, I'll show you. I'll click here and I will double click. With the help of double click, the line is now stopped. So the tool will stop working. I will just zoom here and I'll select it. And this time I'll take node selector and I will move this in such a manner so that the joints are hidden. Now the line is perfectly created. So let's duplicate it with right click, duplicate. So one line is there. I will not move this point this time. I'll select node and I'll move only the bottom point. Correct? And I'll make sure this is straight. And here we made one mistake. I'll talk about it. Then I will duplicate this as well. Right click, duplicate. And finally, I will move this line also. So one mistake that I have made, So right now it's looking kind of fine, but the mistake that I have made is I forgot to align this and this. So this is the center of this. And that is why there's a problem. This line is not going exactly in the center. And if I move only this, then these two, means all three, will not have a same space. That is why what I will do, I will select these two first of all, because these two are part of same object. So why keep them two? And this is important. So when you want to combine two objects, all you have to do is right click on the objects after selecting. So I'll first select these two objects. Then I'll right click on it, and then I will click on group. See, the option to group is available. And shortcut for group is Control G. So I will right click and I'll click on group. So this is how this is one object. Now I will select this object, and I will say move this to last selected. See? So I will now click on this. So the upper one will move. And because this is moved, what's the problem now? These 3 points are not in center, but that should not be an issue. Why? Because I will select this node tool. I'll select first node, then I'll click on another, I'll select another node. Third, I'll select this node too. And I will select these nodes rather than the complete line, and I'll move them to the center like this. And this is how you have created a perfect diagram. Obviously, now the last problem that we have to solve is move this to the center, and the guidelines will help us. Perfect. This is how you can create similar diagram. Now, let's talk about this. I don't think I have a... Okay, let's talk about this color. So for that, I will select this and this, both objects, and both object has the less opacity of stroke. So I will go to fill and stroke. In stroke paint, I will select less opacity, and opacity can be controlled with the help of this A, that is also known as alpha. Alpha means opacity. So I will just decrease opacity, and you see this is how it's visible. Now let's talk about this. Should not be a big deal. I will copy circle. I'll take the circle like this. Okay. Then with the help of this, I can break. And now I will move it. And obviously, before you move, you have to zoom so that you know exactly where you are placing your object like this. And we do not require fill. So I'll go to fill. I will remove fill. In stroke, I'll make it full of color like this. This is how it's visible. Let's now write the theta. So for that, we have text tools. We have text tool that allow us to write. So I'll take this, I'll write it here. Now I will write theta. I don't know how to write theta. Okay, so in some of the font, okay, here font is available. So you can select any font, basically the one that allow you to write theta, and that is available in symbol, I believe. So you can select any of the font that's available in your window. So you select symbol, then you write theta here. Right now I am simply writing A. And I've written A, but I make sure that there is no stroke. Okay, and the size is a problem here. So I will increase the size. Okay, the font that I've selected is not appropriate. The font is also fine. Then what's the problem? Maybe the size. Size is also good. I'll select another font. Let's say Agency FB. Yeah, fine. So the problem is stroke style. Stroke should not be there. So I will just remove the stroke. 1 pixel should be good enough. Yeah. Like this. So even it considered text as a object, not as a normal text. Then finally comes the color part. So it should not be an issue. Just click on it. Select any color from this color palette. So I'm going to select this one, or maybe this one. And then for this, I will select this. If you want to give this kind of color gradient fill, then you can go to fill and select a gradient fill, which is this one. See? So I'll select gradient. And once I have selected gradient, I have to select which gradient I want to fill here. So the first one is given, second one I have created, done. This one, I will give one color to this. And second one is this one. So let's give it a color, so blue. Or you can simply select RGB so that it's clearly visible. So I'll say blue to the outer side, dark blue. Okay, there should not be any alpha. And the inner side is white. So I'll select white for this, like this. And I will move inner side little more in. This is how you can create. And copying is very easy. Just right click, click on copy, and then select another one, and you can now paste style. So the style pasting is available in edit and paste style. So this is how styles are pasted. You have to select appropriate color. Okay, but I believe now you get the idea, so you can work on it. So any graphics, creating any graphics takes time, but now this is my graphics. I am not worried, not afraid of any copyright issue now. I am not worried about creating any poor looking graphics. We have to take the time. So what I do, I understood that it takes time. What I do, in my class, there are multiple students, and I take one or two chapter and I divide that chapter into other group of students. And I say you are responsible to create the graphics of it with the help of Inkscape. And what I want SVG files. So this is how they create. And then finally, I receive SVG file. So let's save it. We haven't yet saved it. So go to file, go to save as. When you go to save as, you see all the options to save. So there are many options. Default option is always SVG file. And in my thing, you can see that I have many SVG files. These all are SVG files. So let's see what are the other options it gives you. It gives you all these options. SVG, plain SVG, SVG JAD, SVG JAD, SVG. Then zip file, DXF file, which is AutoCAD file, EPS file, EMF file, FXG file, GIMP palette file, HP graphics, HTML5 canvas, GIF file, text file. So if you worked on LaTeX, you know what I'm talking about. TAR, XAML, ODG, PDF, PS, POV, SIF, WMV. What I can say that it gives you enough options so that you can use your graphics even in augmented reality application and virtual reality applications. So let me now give it a name. So this is just a physics drawing. And then now it is saved as SVG, but it is not useful in website because website don't support SVGs. It's not support, sorry, I'm really sorry. Website support SVG, but not the way we want. When you submit your image to a paper, then you need a PNG or JPG. So this is why I am going to export this as PNG. So I am selecting the whole thing. Then I am going to file, export. And now I will export what? Export only selection. This is why I have selected. And I will export it as PNG. You can see what are the options available for export: PNG, SVG, JPG, PDF, and few more. So I'll select PNG because PNG is transparent. JPG is not transparent. So I'll select PNG. Now I will just save this path and export it. It's exported. Now let me open Word document because I want to show you how it will look in your Word document. Okay. So I am just going to import it here. Insert, image this device, and I will paste the path and insert it. Okay. So this is how it has imported. And this is transparent. This is why it's good. Because even now, if I want my page to be just a minute in design, I should be able to change the color. Okay, sorry, it's not possible to change the color here. Oh, yeah, it's here. So even if my color is something else, then it will not break my page design because it is transparent. You can see the transparent color. This is why exporting in PNG is important. So this is one feature that you can use of Inkscape. So there is a question by Sukesh sir. Don't we use a digital drawing board along with open board software? Yes, we can use that as well, but that doesn't allow you to export in PNG. I'm saying when you're writing your book, when you're publishing a paper, when you are creating any writing material, at that time you need PNGs, and they should be like professional drawings. Okay. So I talked about a difficult way of creating graphics with Inkscape. Let's now talk about the easy way, because there is an easy way also. Okay, what I am going to do for easy way, I will search for physics book. Means because right now I do not have any physics book handy in front of me, or any book that has drawings. So I am just going to search for any book in, let us say, Google Books. Any book I will open. And because usually what happens, from book we get the idea. So sometimes we can take a photo of that as well. Correct. So I will just preview if there is an option to preview. No, I cannot see it inside. There must be some other books that I can see. Yeah, this one is available. Perfect. So usually books are like this, and in books you can find some figures. I'm just looking for a figure. This is a figure, but this is more of mathematical things. Okay, fine. So what we do, let's say this image you want to use in your teaching. So what many teachers do, they open the image, take the photo. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm also going to take the photo. So I am taking the photo with the help of print screen. So I took this photo. Okay. So now because you have seen me drawing drawing in Inkscape, any idea how much time will this drawing take to draw in Inkscape? You can type in
hours, 1 to 2 hours.
yeah, 1 to 2 hours. Yeah, correct, sir. So Inkscape means I intentionally go with the long way. While I was drawing this, I could have done it in just few seconds, but with this, I will do it in few seconds. Okay. So if we look at this drawing, this is the chance for me to explain what is vector image and what is not a vector image. The not a vector image is known as raster image, and this is a raster image. What I am doing right now, I am zooming it. And when I am zooming it, you can see the quality of drawing is decreasing. While if I zoom this, irrespective of what zoom I do, you cannot see a single break in the line. And that is what's the thing of vector drawing. That's what vector drawing can do. Okay, so now I have a raster drawing. I want to create this drawing for my slide, because obviously if you use this, let's use this also. Let me just create a slide. Okay, I cannot create a slide because I am working on a slide. Let's bring it into the book here. Let's bring it here. This is looking like, first of all, it's not transparent. Then if I print it, it will not look good. Okay. Let's now go to Inkscape. What I will do now, I will use a special feature of Inkscape that is known as tracing. So tracing is available in path and trace bitmap. So raster images are also known as bitmap. So I can trace it. So when I trace, what will happen? It will create the vector of it. Basically, it will trace with the vector lines. That's the thing. Not only lines, but dots also. Something, whatever is required, it will trace. The more clear your images, the more clear drawing will be. Right now, this is not clear. For example, these lines are not clear. If I use my camera, then it will be more clear than I have taken from the screen, because on a screen, I didn't have the chance to zoom that. Okay. But let's now trace it. So let's go to path. Let's go to trace bitmap. When you click on trace bitmap, you get this option. And this is kind of very easy to use. Brightness cutoff. So I'm tracing based on the brightness. So there are two colors only. One is kind of black, one is white. So what it will do, it will just remove the white. Fine for me. But it's saying what's the threshold you are selecting for the brightness cutoff. There are many other options also. Like there is edge detection. I can select edge detection as well. And whatever mode you select, you can see the preview of it here. So if I select edge detection, it looks like this. If I say brightness cutoff, it looks like this. In default settings, I can still play with these settings to make it more visible. Then color quantization. So color quantization is a really good idea because white and black, these two colors are available. So I am selecting the color quantization here. Or you can just go with auto trace also. So auto trace without any change, it's kind of giving me really good image. So let's go with auto trace. I'm not making any change. When you are working on things, you make changes, correct? I'm not making any change. Let's click on apply. That's all. So let's click on apply. I applied, and what has happened? It has created a trace of that. So the trace is looking like this. Obviously not good. So the method that we have selected was not good. So let's do something else. Rather than auto trace, let's say color quantization. And now we can play with this color. So how many colors are there? There are not 8 colors. There are only 2 colors. So why say 8? Let's say 2. 2 colors. Then it says, okay, it will look like this. Okay, then I'm saying then invert image. Perfect. Then speckles, fine, smooth corners, okay, by default it's okay. So I'm just saying apply. And this is how it has created this. Again, not very good. Fine. So what I will do, I'll go with another option, that is edge detection. And this time I'll not invert the image. So yeah, image detection. And I can decrease the threshold or increase the threshold and then click on apply. So the third method, it is looking something like this. Okay, it has done the edge detection. Looking something like this, very close, but still not very good. Similarly, this one, brightness cutoff. This time the image itself is not looking good. I will decrease the threshold or increase the threshold. Yeah. So it takes most of the things and then click on apply. So it's coming like this now. See, comparatively good, but still not very good. But that's not my issue at all, because now I can make it very good. How? Very simple. First of all, for text, I am not dependent on any image. So what I will do, I will remove this text. In order to remove certain things from this, there are 2 ways. Either you try to break this image. So right click and break. There must be an option to break. Okay, break is not available. That means this cannot be broken. Maybe here it's available, break. Yeah, it's available here, break apart. Okay, because anything is created with the help of multiple nodes. So you can break apart. Done. Okay, when I break apart, some problems are created. So I am not going to break apart. Done. So I will use another method. Another method is simply selecting the node. And now you can see everything is created with the help of node. Now I'll remove this text. Selecting all the nodes of text, removing. Done. Let's see which was the text again. This resistance box. Let's select this, remove this. Done. And this is how I will remove all the text and then rewrite the text only. So I don't have to worry about creating everything on my own. Other than the text, I will take everything. If you use this method on the images taken by camera, then you will get really good output. Okay, most of the time you don't even need to worry about doing any change. For text, I will always recommend you write the text on your own. You don't worry about taking the help of that. Okay. I already talked about that this software, Inkscape, allow you to save in SVG. So there is one more benefit of SVG because SVG is an open source format. So there are many companies which provide you SVGs. So we were making a diagram by tracing on electronic symbol. So that require electronic symbols. So let's take electronic symbols. And I'm saying electronic symbols SVG. I need SVG files. And you will go to this kind of pages which are free for you. So Wikimedia, everybody knows Wikipedia, correct? So there is an electrical symbol library. If you look for mechanical symbol library, you will get, I'm sure. So let's go to this. And you get all the symbols here. Means there is not only one way. The first way I say you create on everything on your own. Second method is that you are tracing. Third method is you have a ready-made library, which is copyright free. So you just download it. So this is in SVG, and what I am going to do, I am going to download the SVG version of it, original file, SVG file. So let's download this. This is SVG. You can see here. All you have to do is save, Control S. So it will save. I am to check where it's saving. It's saving in download. Perfect. Now let's go to your Inkscape file, and now you just take this to Inkscape. Drag and drop or import or open, anything will work. I am now going to answer Isat Vibhu sir's question. So he said, what is the preferred open source software for drawing circuit diagrams? So it's Inkscape, and I will now explain why. I was trying to import the diagram file that I downloaded from this website, this diagram file. So if you can see, this is electronic symbol library, freely available on Wikimedia. You can search for your subjects like physics icons or physics symbols and many other things. You will definitely get your free libraries because SVG file format is there from last 20 years and many people are working on it. Even what you can do, you can create these kind of libraries with the help of your students, and you can release these in open source with your name, and they will be taken by many people. You see, like we are taking it right now. So I have downloaded it and I'm importing it in Inkscape. So when I try to import, it gives me this option. Include SVG images and editable objects in the current file. And that's what I want. I don't want a picture file. I want it to be editable. So I'll select this one and I'll click on OK. So when I do so, it's now importing into Inkscape. So I will now go to Inkscape. Take some time to import, but now it's imported. So when it is imported, because this is complete group, I can move it anywhere outside my page, and I can move all other drawing that I have created outside my page so that things are kind of clean. And now I will work on the page alone, this one. Okay. So let's take this image as an example, this image as a reference, because it is a kind of it's a physics, not a galvanometer is there, but okay, that's okay. There are very few icons. There are multiple symbols, correct? The node is there, diode is there, many things are there. So let's take this as an example. So first of all, if I click on this whole image, then you see everything is selected. See, I cannot move one element alone. Everything is moving. But we know this is SVG and this is editable. So what we have to do, first of all, we have to ungroup. So right click, and the way you grouped, the same way you have to ungroup. See, ungroup option is available. So I'll click on ungroup. And the moment I ungroup, you can see multiple selections. See, now it's not just one. You see, even every little thing has been selected. There is a box around every element. So now all elements are segregated. Now I can move any here. So for example, I want to take this. Okay, rather than taking it like this, because if I take it, then it will be difficult for me to find because things are logically arranged. So let's just right click and copy. And then I can go to my page and paste it. So this is how I can take symbols from this. Um, I am not, I have studied electronics only in BTech. So I don't know whether the symbol that the diagram that I'm making is correct or not. So forgive me for this. So let's take one more for ground. Although I understand that this diagram should not be matched with other, but that's okay. Right now, I'm just taking the liberty because I have to teach about creating diagrams. Paste. Let's take one bulb as well. Bulb should be available. I said bulb, but I don't know whether it's available or not. Must be available. Okay, not available. Fine, that's okay if it's not available. Okay. So let's take these symbols. And now I want to draw the diagram. So what I will do, I will place it somewhere. I'll place it somewhere. I'll place this somewhere. Let's take the ground as well. Ground must be there. This is available here. So I'll copy and paste. Perfect. Let's make the diagram. So I told you that whenever you want to draw the lines, you have these options, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So I'm going to take the first one. And in first one, I have these options. So usually the engineering drawing, sorry, not engineering drawing, in electronics, the diagrams usually go in 90 degrees. So I'll select this option. And now I will come here. So let's connect the first one to the second one. So for that, I will just click here. Then by pressing Control, if I move, even if I go here and there, I cannot move my line to a certain degree only. So I will now come here, click, and now if I move, it will go in 90 degrees. So let's come here. And now here I want to break, so I have to double click. Okay. And you know, we have fill, so we have to remove fill. I am removing the fill from here. Done. This is how you can create your image. Now I will just move it little like this. If you want to keep this similar to this line size, then what you can do, you can just select it, go to stroke style and change the size of stroke like this. Okay. So then you have to move it properly. Whenever you are working on any drawing, please zoom. If you work without zooming, it will never be perfect. So I am placing it here. Then I will go to the second symbol and I'll zoom here. I'll place it here. I'll zoom down. I am zooming in and zooming out with the help of Control Scroll like this. Let's take the same tool again. It's automatically selected. Let's take this line. Now we have to arrange these two. So I'm moving it like this. Okay. This time I don't have to change the stroke because whatever you have left means where you left, it starts from there only. So I'll move it like this. Then this one will go little up. I can further move this line by selecting the node of it. So selecting the line, selecting the node and moving it. Perfect. Now I unnecessarily break this line. So what I can do, I can add one more node here because I know the moment I add any node here, I can move this in another direction. So in order to add a node, I can double click anywhere after selecting this node selection tool. Double click anywhere. Now one node is added. And now I can move this node further. Rather, what should I have done? I should have simply moved this line on top like this. And double click anywhere here and then move this like this, isn't it? That is how I can create this kind of diagram. You see, finally comes this line. So I believe you know what I'm going to do. Obviously, this symbol should not be here, but that's okay. And finally, move this line. Now the problem is, if I move this, this will break. If I move this, then this will break. So what's the correct way? Correct method is not working with the selection tool, working with the node tool. What I will do with node, I can select only these two nodes, the top two nodes. And now I can move both together. So because it's changing to curve, what I have to do, I have to ensure that I'm working with this straight line only. Okay, let's move this. No problem. The other one is selected, so that will move along with this. Now I am not selecting anything, selecting this and moving it up so that it's hiding the curve. Perfect. And finally comes this line, so I am selecting both and then moving it with the help of this. This is how you can create your diagram, which is really nice. So I don't have to create any complex symbol, which is given in a library. Finally, when I want to save, what I will do, I will select this and I will go to File, I will go to Export, and I will select PNG. You know why? Because it's transparent, and I will now export it. Once I have exported it, I will now bring it to Document. Here, insert picture from this device, and then paste the path that I have taken and import it. See, looking nice, isn't it? So I believe now your diagrams in any of your publication, whether it's your book, whether it's your research paper, journal paper, your presentation, your diagram should look neat and clean. I can talk about these SVGs and related features for almost 3 to 5 days, because nowadays everything is kind of SVG friendly. So, but I believe this is not for in-depth, this is for the breadth, this particular session. So this much of information should be sufficient. If you explore more, you will learn everything. In case you face any difficulty, you can always contact me on my YouTube channel, ET Mantra. So this is how you can get the library. Okay, since we are talking about SVG, I would like to talk about few things that are interesting for you. So if we go to Adobe, I believe everybody knows Adobe. Adobe Firefly. Adobe Firefly, if you do not know, is an AI service that allow image generation using AI. So if I go to Adobe Firefly, what you will find? You will find I am not logged in. Yeah, I'm logged in. So let's go to Firefly dot this. Where is that? Yeah, it's here. Okay, so here you will see what text to image, which is very common. If you have explored AI, then I believe you know about text to image, you know about generative fill, you know about text effect, you don't know about generative recolor. Okay, I'll talk about it. Project Stardust 3D to image. Perfect. Let's go to this generative recolor. Let's click on this. Although I will not be able to show you what it do, because I usually expire all my credits. I keep creating images. So usually all my credits are expired, but I have to upgrade it. I want to show you only one line, what it says. It says generate color variations of your vector artwork. To get started, select a sample asset or upload an SVG file. Not asking for any other kind of file, not even the files created by Adobe software. Asking for SVG file. This is the use of S. Means this usually SVGs are accepted in industries. So if you are working with images, you have to work with images, and you are not working with the SVGs, then you are missing out a big chunk of thing in order to improve your teaching. So let's upload an SVG. Let's see if it allows me to upload. So I have created this SVG, this one. So let's upload this one, although this is not good for color. So for color, what we can do, I can create another one that will be good for coloring. Okay, let's not waste your time. Just upload, because I believe you will also explore. I will do it later. Physics drawing, I created using SVG, correct? That was one thing. I can take that. So this is the diagram that we created. Okay, and it's saying what's the color palette you want to generate. So we have to give a prompt. So let's say a prompt suitable for education, for technical education. Okay, or I'll say gradient fill suitable for gradient colors suitable for technical education, or just education is good enough. You can give prompt like fairy world or anything. Means if you have a complex image like these which are given here. So once you have created your artwork and you are creating in an SVG, then only you can use AI to recolor it. So we have one opportunity to color on this top bar, one on this small icon, and three on these three. So see what it has created. It has created these color samples for us. Where is that? They're hiding. Yeah. So these 4 color samples it has created. You can now imagine if our drawing is something like we have created a complex graph, pie charts, or a combination of many things, then you will get something like this. Just focus on creating the thing, leave the color combination to AI, and you will get really, really nice results. So it's saying you want to shuffle colors. Let's shuffle. Let's see what's the outcome. Let's shuffle again. Okay, so this is the way we have done. Like we did gradient, so it's gradient. Everywhere it's gradient. This was simple color, so it's simple. This was also simple. This is also simple. You can shuffle colors to see which version is looking nice, and then finally, if you like it, what you can do, you can select this one. Let's say select this one, and now you can export that. The export option must be available somewhere. This bar is coming on my way. Okay. Yeah, it's here. Download. So I will download, and it is again downloading in SVG only. That means I can now further take it in Inkscape and upload it on any of the things. So see, the color has been changed. Looking nice. So this is the power of SVG. Working with graphics, then don't miss out SVG. Otherwise, your graphics will not be future friendly. Okay. I believe I've spent good amount of time on Inkscape, and it was important also because I believe most of the teachers work on audio, video recording and this and that, but they forget the most important part, which is everywhere in all your slides, on your books, on your research paper, that is image. Okay, let's now talk about another tool that I have put for you, and that's again a very important tool to learn, that is Canva. So Canva is a design tool. It can be used for presentation, it can be used for banners, it can be used for almost everything except your educational line drawing. So for example, if you want to create your physics diagrams, not easily possible in Canva. If you want to create your electronic diagram, not easily possible in Canva. If you want to create comic strips, yes, possible in Canva. You are running a conference and you want to create all kind of graphics, for example, brochure for it, advertisement material for it, yes, possible in Canva. Writing a book, you want to create a front cover for your book, yes, possible in Canva. So anything that you were doing previously on Photoshop, almost all things are possible in Canva. Again, I am talking only about educational uses. I am not talking about the graphical uses. For graphical uses, always Photoshop is something that is required, but for us, it's not really required. The good thing about Canva is it's a cloud platform. So nowadays, I really do not prefer to work on non-cloud platform because of one reason. If anything happens with my laptop, my things are still safe. So Canva is a cloud based software. anything you will change, it will be changed on cloud, so you will never lose your designs. Second thing, Canva gives you pre-made templates for anything. You just think about and you will get a template there. And that is what I am going to show you. And you can see my library also. I have created many things using Canva. I'll show you. In fact, when I learned Canva, my use of Inkscape has reduced, because previously I used to create everything in Inkscape. But then I switched to Canva for most of the creative work, only that required precision. For that, I am using Inkscape. Okay, let me now open Canva website. So Canva website is this, canva.com. Okay. On canva.com, you can design almost everything, and that you can see from here. I will bring a complete list. Okay, what you can create. You can create documents. So again, not good for textual document only. It's usually good when you want to make a design kind of documents. Whiteboarding. If I want to draw something, then yes, I can use it. Presentations, yes. Social media heavily. Videos little bit. So there was a question about video. Yes, that's where I mentioned Canva. For print products, like you want to create printed brochure, printed t-shirt designs and all, yeah, you can use this. You want to create websites, Canva has that option too. Okay, so there are many things like collage. You can create infographic templates. You can create wallpapers, graphs. You can create book covers and many other things. So let's create something. In order to create anything from your Canva, the good thing about Canva that it has already created many templates for you. So use one of that. If you are going to use it from scratch, then it's not useful. Then better you use Inkscape or some other software. So let's say a conference is approaching and you want to create a design, a threefold thing. What is that called? Brochure. That is threefold, correct? So I want to create that one. So I am saying conference brochure. This is what I have written. So it will now suggest many templates. And you see most of the template that it is selecting, showing to me, they are threefold, like 1, 2, 3. 3 leaves are there, correct? 1, 2, 3. And it is pre-designed. So what I will do, I will just click on see all so that I can see everything, all the designs here. Now it's a huge library that will load in front of me. What's the size? 21,000 templates. I am sure you will find one which is suitable for your conference here. If you want to be very, very narrow with your search, for example, rather than saying conference brochure, I would like to say medical conference brochure. Then it will give me all the designs for which is suitable for medical conference brochure. Still, you can see 3, and now the size is 46,000. You see, many. All are for medical. If you say, you will again narrow, medical is again a broad field. Let's say even in your basic science, you can say physics. Rather than saying science, you can say physics. You will surely get brochure suitable for physics. See? So summer camp and many other things are coming here. You can say, okay, I believe you get the idea. Rather than you get the idea. So I'm just saying conference brochure. And then I got multiple options from here. In fact, I am organizing a conference here at my university with the name Entente. So I will select one based on my requirement. So from the design that I'm looking at here right now, this one is looking good to me. This one is also looking good to me. Fine. So I will select any one of that. For example, I like this and I like this. Then which one to select? Okay. The thing is that on this design, you can see this icon. This icon shows that this is a paid design. You need to pay in order to use this design. And this is free. There is no such icon. So that means I can take this one only because I do not have a paid account. And if I click on all filters, I don't know whether the paid and free is available or not. Topics are there. Yeah, it's available. Price free is available. So I will just apply to free and then it will reduce to 3,832 templates is still very, very useful, isn't it? So let's now go to one that I liked, which was this one. So let's click on the brochure that you like, and then click on customize this template. This is where you have to click customize, because this is just a template. Obviously, it's not your own conferences website, conferences content. So you can see it's pre-designed and pre-designed with thought. It's designed in such a way so that back and front, you don't have to think, you don't have to take the measurement, you have to do nothing. You simply change the text. So I will just change the text. In order to change text, what I have to do? Double click. And I will write about the conference name that I am going to conduct. So this. Now, this one is very close to this. So what I need to do? I need to transform. That means I need to move things. I can do that easily simply by click on this. And everywhere you can see guides are available. Moving it here, or better here. See, if you want to change image, you can do so. How? So right now the image is selected. You just come to this. You can upload your own image, or you can select from their elements. They have photos as well. You can see there is an option to select photos as well. So you can select, let's say, uploaded image. I am searching from the uploaded image. And if I had uploaded an image from my university, I will just select that image and put it here. You can take any image, means you just upload an image. That's all. I'm just searching if an image is already available. The logo is available. So I just click on the logo. The logo has come here. Okay. So I'll work on this logo later because I found it. So I'm just bringing it here. So let's now search for other image. You can see by looking at my gallery also that I am using it for almost all purpose, even for birthday greetings and many other things. I am using it extensively. So this is what I would like to use from my university on this image. I will use it. So, but again, I am just looking at if there is any other option available. Okay, no other option I found available here from my. Okay, fine. This much is good enough. And now I am looking for a background from my university again. And I have created many backgrounds, uploaded many backgrounds here from my university. You can see that I have worked on it, correct? Only then you can see many things. Okay, this one is good enough. This one is good enough. Perfect. So this image I like. So I'm moving it from this image to this image. And you can see it's automatically replacing the image. Click on that. See? Now that image has gone and a new image has appeared, which I drag and drop. Let's now double click on it. Maybe you don't wanted this part. So first of all, let me just move this. Okay. So when I double click, what happened? The image is now visible and it's asking me which part of the image you want to display. So I want to display this part of the image rather than that empty part. Correct. So I will move my college's building on top. You can increase the size as well. And if you want, you can decrease the size if it permits. So it doesn't permit. So I'm just going like this. Then I will resize it and put it somewhere here. In order to put it here, what I have to move it manually. Why? Otherwise, it's replacing the background image as well. So I have moved it like this. This is a symbol of my university. So I will now bring it back. See what is happening. This is coming on top. So in order to make it back, I have to right click on it and say send to. There must be a send to option. A line is available. Okay, layer. Yeah, layer is available. So I'm saying send backward. I will have to be very careful because there are multiple layers. So this is how I can rearrange it. Now, suddenly this seems really nice because otherwise this is not visible. So anyway, you can create like this. So I selected my logo and it is showing me place to put my logo. So what I will do, I will remove this line and I will move this logo, resize it obviously, and then I will move it here. Okay. And as you can see, the logo is not looking really nice because the color combination is not appropriate. So I will select this and colors are available here. I will select appropriate color as per the requirement. What is the good thing? The good thing is that it also shows all the color which are available on the photos that you have. So this is my university symbol. So I'll take one color from the university symbol, apply it here. See, now it is looking nice. So this is how I have designed one page. You can design multiple pages. All you have to do, just click on this, change the color, change the content. Click on this, change the content. Click on this, change the content. If you don't like this icon, replace it with some other icon. From where you will find the icon, go to elements, search for the icon. So let us say I want an icon of social work. Okay, social work. So I got many graphics. Let's click on see all. And here I will get some graphics that has this symbol and some graphics that don't have this symbol. That means this is only for paid account. This is for everyone. So I will use any one of this. So I really like this. And this one is also good. So let's take either this or this instead of this image here. So I will replace this. Obviously, I will delete it. And then I will bring this one here. Like this, and then like this. And now I believe you understood that why I moved from Inkscape to Canva for this kind of marketing related thing. Only for pure educational content, I am now dependent on Inkscape. Now I will change this color as well. And I will also take this color from my university symbol itself. Okay. Some of the graphics also, you can change color of some of the graphics. This graphics color cannot be changed. That is why it's not visible here. Okay. So I believe now you know how to use Canva. It's very easy, usually images, icons, symbols, and that's all. If you are not going to use any template, then I believe you should simply go to Inkscape, because then Canva is not very helpful. Okay, so that's all for Canva, not for the session. So I have created many designs for any use, like even for home uses. I have created designs. All your projects can be found in all projects. You can then see any of the project available to you. So this was the poster that I have designed last year for my conference. So I just want to show you one example, that's all, then I'll move. So see, this is the actual work that I did. So this was looking really nice, isn't it? That's what you can use it for too. Perfect. So let me now move from Canva to something else. Any question about Canva? Because I believe graphics part is now over. Now we will move to video editing and audio editing. So let's now move to the next tool if you have no question about Canva. So presentations can be created also, like the way you selected for the conference brochure. Simply write presentation, or you write infographics. And this is one of the very good feature for any teacher to use, because your ready-made template, just change your thing. The moment you say that I don't want to use the template, then the use of Canva is not there. Perfect. Let's now move to the other side of it. Video recording, broadcasting, and editing. So let's just recap. First, I talked about building your own online presence with the help of blogs and website. Then I talked about productivity tools, collaboration tool. Then I talked about graphics designing tool. Finally, we are now moving to video editing, video recording, broadcasting, and these kind of things. OBS, I don't think it needs an introduction. Most of the teacher now know. During pandemic, almost everybody learned what is an OBS and what's its power. I'm going to cover 3 softwares here: OBS, PowerPoint, and Camtasia Studio. So some may be wondering how PowerPoint can be used for video recording. Okay, I forgot one thing here. One question was there for the animation. And I said that Canva can be used for animation too. So let me just show you in quick steps, and then we will move. So what I will do, rather than if I have to animate this design, you can create any design in any size that you now understood. You can add an animation also. So for that, just select, okay, rather than selecting it, let's go to this. And you say, rather than creating any design, you want to create a video. When the moment you write video, oh sorry, you have to go to template, you will get on or example of video. You will get ready-made videos. Okay. So, and the categories are also available. You can see right now there are 13,622 templates available. I say I just want to go for the free template. Then also the number of templates are sufficient. See, 3,000 templates are available. If you use one template every day, then also you need almost 9 years to cover all of these, correct? So you have 9 years of content available here. So you can see with the size, all these sizes are 16:9 horizontal size, but not only horizontal, but vertical size are also available. See, this is vertical size available. This is vertical size available, correct? Further, if you have to check what you do rather than saying a normal thing, let's say a logo reveal video. Okay. You think from your use case and you search for that, I believe you will find one. So I am saying logo reveal video, and there are many logo reveal videos are available. See, it's coming like this. There are many options. Let's now narrow down to free, and I will get 41,000 templates are available. If you want to go by category, there are education category also, grade, subject, resource type. See, many things are available. So I believe you can now explore, but let's create one logo reveal. I'm just saying one example. I believe you will explore other examples on your own. So looking for a logo. Okay, this one is looking nice. Let's click on this and customize this template. I'll try to change only very few elements. Okay, this is why I take most of my time in selecting better template or appropriate template rather than taking any template and then try to change everything in it. So rather than saying coming soon, I will say on 2023. Rather than saying this, I will write its full name, but right now I'm not going to do that. Okay. Then let's see what else I can change. Obviously, I will not change it because I like this. This is why I bring it here. I have to check whether this thing, which is in the background, it's an image or shape or what. If it is something that I can change easily, I will change it. Otherwise, I will leave it. So I'm moving it. So it's just a black colored image so that my text becomes highlighted. So I'm just moving it sideways for a few seconds. I'm checking it. What is this? This is our video. Okay. So what I can do, I can obviously search for other videos from the videos library here. It will show me many videos. I can search for a particular thing. For example, my university is especially working towards creating an eco-friendly environment where everything is kind of nature oriented. So I'm looking for natural or nature. So I'll find some videos here related to nature. Okay, this one is good because we are sitting in Aravallis. So this will give a really nice feel. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag and drop to the video. And the way it was replacing image, the same way it will replace the video too. I have replaced that. Fine. Now I will move this back to the design, and this is how it's looking. Nice. Let's now play to see how good it is. So this will be like this. So video is working, text came here and there, some few things are working, and sometime reflection and all. And this is how you can create one video. You can change the duration. So right now duration is very high. It is, what's the duration? It's more than 1 minute. I can reduce to just 1 minute, or let's say just 30 seconds. Yeah. And If I also like music, then I will put music also. Music also I can find from here only. Music is also available somewhere here only. I'll just search for music, graphics, photos, videos, audio. See, in audio, you will find all the music. Some music are only for paid users, some are for free users. So you have to search for the free one. I found this, so I'm just putting it here like this. So not only just the video, but also audio you can bring. And now you will hear like this. I don't know if audio is shared with you or not. I'll just try to see if audio is shared. Yeah, now I'm sharing the audio. So once you're satisfied with your creation, you can just share it and then click on download and click on MP4 video. Correct? While I was making the brochure, I forgot to talk about this step. You have to share it, download it, and share it as PDF for print. This is the option because usually we send brochure for print. So click on PDF print, flag the PDF so that there is no problem with the font availability. And then finally you can select both pages and then click on download. This is how it will download this design into PDF format. Let's download this video as well. So I've selected MP4. Let's click on download. It will download MP4 file for me. When they are downloaded, I will present it to you. While they are downloading, I would like to show you what I have created actually. I presented a very small example of video, but I actually asked one of my students to create a really good presentation for coming conference, and this is what she has done with the help of them. So I hope you like the creation. So this was created using Canva. It took her around 8 hours, 9 hours to create this one, but I believe the last result you can see. You can see the power of Canva. So there's one question from Dr. Tarannum Akhtar. So can we select and replace the image from our own library? Yes. Your own library means you can upload from desktop, and that is what I did. You see now in upload, I have many images and videos. So this is what you can also do. Okay. So the PDF that was downloaded, I will just show it to you. This is the PDF. You can now send it for print or you can share in WhatsApp. The video is getting downloaded. Once it is downloaded, I will show that to you as well. It's downloaded. So let's see the video. So it has come on my another monitor. See, this is the video. Okay, so mine is not as good as a student's creation. Okay, but I believe now you get the power. Any other comment? So that also covers the video part. I was moving to video, so this is one of the video related thing. Okay, let's now go to the software that I was talking about, OBS, PowerPoint, and Camtasia Studio. Okay. So let's first talk about OBS. OBS, I will open in my laptop. OBS allow you to create videos without editing. So if you use any other software, okay, you have to first record your video in raw format, then it goes to editing, it goes to many other things, then only you can get a shareable file that's MP4 file. OBS is just opposite to that. OBS records in MP4. But that adds a extra layer to your work because before you say record, you have to make sure that everything else is at correct place, because you cannot change it later. So I will now present OBS. This is OBS. Okay. And let's say what it is doing. So this is, okay, so this is how it will open. You have to just create another scene. This is the scene. This is usually it opens. This will be converted to video. This black portion will be converted to video. This one, this black portion will be converted to video. So anything that comes here will be a video. If I hit record right now, start recording button, then this black area will convert to video. You have to ensure that your audio is coming here. Okay. And now I will add anything, and there are many possibilities of adding. For example, I can add image for logo. I can add display capture to capture my desktops. Correct? Everything I can do. So let me just click on display capture and click on OK. It will ask which desktop you want to select. So it's by default, it's selecting my primary monitor. Right now, the display that you are seeing is my secondary display, which is this one. Okay, this is what you are seeing right now. But I have another in front of me that's for control, where I am seeing your chats. I can see all of you. That's available in front of me. So I am selecting that one here, and I'll ensure that I can capture cursor also. Click on OK. This is how it will add here. Correct. Second thing, I can add an image for logo. So I will select the logo of my university or anything else that I want to use. So I will just go to downloads and select an image that I found. Any random image I will select right now. Let's say this one. Consider that this is your logo. Okay. Click on OK. Then you can resize it. You can resize it, and then you can place it wherever you want. Again, I told you, because you are creating your frame before you start recording. In other software, you record, then you edit. Here, you edit, then you record. So logo is in place. Perfect. If you want to give more filter, then you can click on filter. Right now, I don't want to go in depth, as I told you earlier. So this is here. Then I want to put my name. So I am going to create text, and I will give my name here. And if you want to select a different font, you can select a different font. If you want to select a different color, you can select so from here. So the color that I want to select for the background, because it's kind of white background that I am working on. So I'll select something that's not completely black and not completely white, so that in almost all cases it's visible. If you want to change the size also for the color, you can select by selecting the font. Okay, so I'll go to font, and rather than, okay, size is okay. Size is not an issue. Perfect. So this name is coming here. I will now resize it and place it anywhere on the screen like this. Okay. If you want to add something else, please go ahead. This is how you can rearrange everything in advance. Make sure your audio is getting recorded. And finally, you can, after your frame is ready, you can start recording. So I am recording right now. So the recording is happening. Before I hit recording, let me just stop. Let's add one more layer. Let's make it more complex. Add our video as well. So I want to add my video. So I'm selecting video capture device. And I have two cameras as of now. So one camera I am using in Zoom, so that I can use second camera in my in this OBS. So I'll say okay. Perfect. I will now resize. You can now imagine that when I record, I use the other camera that's being used in Zoom on my thing. So I will now put my photo or my image used here. But I can also remove this green color, but that's okay as well now. So I have one object, second object, third object, fourth object. So my setup is complete. Audio is getting recorded. Now I will hit record. And this is the time to teach about something. And the software that I want to teach about is to everyone, and every teacher must know about it, and that is known as everything software. Oh, okay. So this is everything software. I want to talk about it. So any activity that is happening on the screen right now is getting recorded. Okay. So I just use this software, everything software, because I work on media a lot. And you are also going to work on media from today. That's what I believe after the session. So that is why everything software is really important. Everything is a local search engine. So I want to search any PPT. So what I will do? Star. Star means all. Dot PPTX, the extension of PPTX. And immediately I will find all the files. So right now, this one I am presenting to you, correct? Before that, I created this. Before that, I created this. Before that, I created this. All the files are available here. I don't have to search when I'm saying PDF. Means I have to search, but with the help of everything software rather than going in the folders and then looking for the files for minutes. I just get it in seconds. So this is what I shared with sir immediately after you said that you need the files. Correct. This one was downloaded few minutes back. That's available. So that is how you can see everything is available. So this is really good. So star.txt files, any txt file that I have created, all are can be found like this. So I believe the OBS training is complete. Once your OBS means once you have done the recording, you are satisfied with the video, then you click on stop recording button. And that's all, your video is ready. You just go to file, go to show recording, and the folder that will open now will have the recording that you have created. So this is the recording, I believe. Today is 11/9. So this one. This is the video that I have created. You see? Record. And this is the time to teach about something. And the software that I want to teach about is to everyone, and every teacher must know about it, and that is the video, everything software. Oh, okay. So this is everything software. I want to talk about it. So any activity that is happening on the screen right now is getting recorded. Okay. So so not only activity on a screen is getting recorded, but also logo, my video, and also the name. So everything I put in advance. So that is why my production rate is very high in video. I don't have to wait. Means you just say I need a video in 15 minutes, I'll record. So sending may take time, recording will not. Correct. So I believe I am clear about this OBS part and why it is required, where it is required. It's not required in all places. Only when you exactly know what you want to present, that is where you can use it. If you want to stream, if you are going live on YouTube, on Facebook, then you can hit stream. Before that, you have to do some settings that you will learn. When you are actually doing streaming, they will give you some code, and they will also tell you how you can put that code in OBS. Okay, because OBS is something that is highly usable. The way SVGs are highly usable, the same way OBS is a software that is used by almost everything. So let's just exit now. Any question in OBS? So I can see one chat here. Can we do recording and streaming at the same time? Yes, both can be done. So in fact, when you hit streaming, I will not, otherwise it will broadcast on my YouTube channel. So when the moment you hit the streaming, it will start recording automatically. Okay, so I am exiting it right now. So that was OBS. Let's come to PowerPoint. Why I put in video recording and everything.
So sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
So the video quality and audio quality, what does it depend on? Does it depend upon the hardware you are using or internet speed, something?
No, first of all, if you're streaming, yes, internet speed is crucial. If you are recording, then OBS I have seen works on almost, in fact, Inkscape take more resources than OBS. That is what I have seen. Correct.
Okay.
Quality is good. Many videos you can see on my channels. It's Learn to Watch, Oracle, or ET Mantra, and many others. You can see I have recorded with OBS and just uploaded. The quality is good. Nobody complained.
Okay, thanks.
PowerPoint. Let's now look at PowerPoint. So what I'm doing right now, I am bringing the PowerPoint to you. Okay. So this is PowerPoint, correct? And let us say I have created my presentation and now I want to record my video. So in PowerPoint, if you go to, there's another option, view, I believe. No, record. Yeah, sorry. It's actually available here only. Okay, so if you go to record, you will see an option for Cameo. This Cameo option is available. I click on this Cameo option and it says which slide, this slide or all slides. So usually I want to explain everything. So I'll go with all slides. Then what it will do, it will open this camera in front of me. See, this camera is here, which is automatically coming in circle, but camera is now off. So what I have to do, I have to on the camera. So what it is taking, it's taking my laptop's default camera, correct? It's not taking the good camera that I'm using on Zoom because obviously that camera is busy. Okay, so I am using that camera here. Then I can select the style for the camera also. There are many styles available. You see, these are the styles available. Which one you want? So you can select any style like this one or this one, whatever you want, you can select a style. Okay. So I am selecting a rough style. Let's say this one. Perfect. Now things are fine. I don't see any issue. So let's just hit record. So there is an option to preview. Okay, integrated camera is available. Fine. I forgot where's the option to record. Okay, I'm going to wrong space. So I should go to record. Yeah. In Cameo, I'm saying all slide and then I don't know why it's not showing option to record. Yeah, it's here. It's screen recording. No. Okay, yeah. Cameo was only for placing the video. That's all. The actual recording is happening from screen recording. So I'll now hit screen recording. So what will happen now? Along with the screen recording, my Cameo will record as well. Obviously, you need to ensure that your video and your camera is correctly recording. So I am saying that I want to select area, this area, complete area. I'm selecting it like this and then hit record. So that's how it will now show me some progress and now it's recording. So my video is getting recorded, my slides are getting recorded. Any scribbling that I do during this, even if I go with laser pointer or I use a pen, okay, or I use a highlighter, it will be visible. And similarly, I can go to previous slides. My Cameo will always be there. I can go to further slide. I can move slide here and there, and everything will be visible. So after you've done the recording, you just need to click on. Okay, I'm using two monitors. That's why it's getting a little difficult. Otherwise, the option to record meeting is also there only. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just simply going to click on Escape. So it says whether you want to keep your ink. I say discard. Yeah, it will show me my PPT. Where's my PPT? It's here. Yeah, it's here. So screen recording is happening. Yeah. So now, once your screen recording is done, then you have to click on export to video. So let's click on export to video. And then it shows me many options. I'll just show that to you. It's here. Give it a name and you say export video. So it will take some time. Obviously, whenever you are making video, except OBS, nobody is quick. So Tamal sir has asked, have you ever tried Active Presenter? Is it also a similar screencasting software? Yes, sir, I have used Active Presenter long back, but the moment I explored Camtasia Studio and OBS, I don't have to really go back to Active Presenter. Active Presenter is also good. Screencast-O-Matic is also there. There is also one of my favorite screencasting software. I forgot its name. There are many screen recording software, sir, so you can just go with anything. But nobody is as good as OBS. Nobody can beat OBS. Even in PowerPoint, you see, I have to wait for a long period of time to get my video in hand. In OBS, it's just that quick. Okay, let's click on this view and share video. Okay, so yes. Okay. So it's opening. Oh, it has shown something else. So I have made some mistake here. Okay, let's click on from beginning. Yeah, now it's showing correct thing. Correct. Just a minute. I am presenting that to you. So actually, because of two monitor, it's just showing things at another monitor. Yeah, I can move it now. Perfect. It's looking like this. Okay. So some notes that's available to me, they are also visible. And I can now click on record. Perfect. It's recording. It's recording now. I can now keep moving to another slide. And it will also keep showing me notes if available. And once I am done, I'm satisfied with my recording, then I'll click on stop. And it will save in WMB file. Usually it's saved in WMB file, but now it's showing me option to export. So let's click on export. And it should not take much time this time. I'll replace the previous video. Because the video that we have recorded only for 10 seconds. So while it's exporting, I'll just continue with my presentation and I'll show you other things that I want to go. Once the video is exported, I'll show you the video as well. Okay. So we have talked about PowerPoint. Then comes Camtasia Studio. Camtasia Studio, I can show you the website of Camtasia Studio. It's here. Okay, so Camtasia Studio is a paid software. This is what you have to understand. But it is highly productive. It allows you to record your video, your screen, audio simultaneously. It helps you in generating transcript during video editing. That means closed caption, you don't have to depend on any other software. It allows you to edit the video itself. Means within that interface, the video editing features are available. And all videos that you see on ET Mantra, means of the top videos that you see, how it has created, if you feel that you don't know how to create this kind of video, all videos that gives you a wow feel, they are created in Camtasia Studio. Okay. And wow means I'm not going with the non-educational thing. I'm saying in education itself, when you want to showcase multiple screens and many other things, at that time, Camtasia is really helpful. And Camtasia is the only software, only video editing and recording software that is created with teachers in mind. It's not created for other people. It is created only with the teachers in mind. So this is something that you should explore. It gives you 3 days free trial. Please try it. And the good thing, it comes with a perpetual license. That means just by investing 23,000 rupees, you will get it for almost lifetime. So it's been almost 15 years now I'm creating videos. It started since 2009. From that day, I have Camtasia Studio. And till date, I have purchased it only 3 times. So first time in 2009, then last time 3-4 years back, and this year, because 2023 has bring AI features, and now videos look really, really nice. And editing becomes like very easy. Just with few click, I can edit my video. Okay. So yeah, Camtasia is paid service. So let's now see the video that is created by PowerPoint. Perfect. It's recording. So this is the recording now. I can now keep moving to another slide. Okay. And it will also keep showing me notes if available. So camera is available. slide is available. In the slide, if you put your footer with your name, then that will be available too. Correct? So PowerPoint also allow you to create video without editing with your slide, with your own, and it will also keep showing me notes if available. Perfect. Let's now move to audio and voice related tools. Okay. So Anchor.fm is a library, is an online service. I will just show you what does Anchor.fm do. This is Anchor.fm. Anchor.fm. So if you are recording, so now it has come to podcasters.spotify. I believe Spotify has purchased it. So if you are a podcaster, if you like to do podcasts, you should do, because there you do not need to worry about getting ready for the camera. You don't have to worry about video editing and other things. You simply just say what you have in your mind. So podcast is something really good. If you are into podcasting, go to Anchor.fm. Create your account. It will simply give you option to upload your audio episodes. And then they will be circulated with the help of Spotify, with the help of Apple, iTunes, with the help of Google Podcast, and many other softwares. It is completely free. You don't have to pay. In fact, you can get paid because advertisement come up on your podcast. If you are really good podcaster, really popular, then you will also start making money with this. So please try this Anchor.fm. Let's now come to Audacity. So Audacity is an open source software. Just a minute, let me search for Audacity. Okay, Audacity is a free software, open source software for audio editing. So when you record your audio, you get noise. The noise can be removed very easily. Like Inkscape, Audacity is also a professional grade software. Many movies audio has been edited using Audacity. So don't just consider it a free open source software and it is not useful. That's not the case. It is very productive and it is professional grade software. Absolutely simple interface. When you are in Audacity and your mic is connected, just hit record. It will start recording your voice and it will keep showing you the wavelength of your voice as well. It's recording in two channels. That means for both channels, left as well as right. That means it's recording in, it's not mono, it's stereo. That's a good thing. Now, when you are done with your recording, you stop it. And you have to follow exactly this one or two steps. First of all, use really quality mic. If you are using any poor quality mic, then it's not good. And quality mics start from 8,000 rupees and goes up to really high. I have many quality mics here, but now we do not have time, so I can't show you everything. So one of this mic that I believe you might have seen in many videos, I have another quality mic, this one, which is a Rode mic, the very directional mic. I have many other mics also, but I believe that's okay. Means you get the idea that you need quality. Once you are done with your recording, so you can clearly see that my audio is here. You can see my audio, correct? This is my voice. Let's listen to this. It will start recording your voice and it will keep showing you. When I'm playing this, you can also see it will start recording your voice and it will keep showing you left and right. Okay. So if my voice is recorded here, it will start silent here. I was silent here. Then what is here? That is noise. That's noise of this room. You can see when I'm playing it, you have to look here. See, this is noise. What I will do? In order to remove this noise, I will go to effect after selecting a small sample of noise. Noise, I'll say noise reduction. What step that I'm showing here, it's available on my channel as well. So click on get noise profile. So now I just have noise profile. What I am considering as noise, that's available. That's all. Let's select complete by pressing Ctrl A and then click on effect. Go to the same option again and select the same option, noise reduction. This time, you don't select get noise profile. You already have the noise profile of this phone. you simply select OK. So that means now we are going to reduce the noise. And the moment it reduces, you can now see this is looking really plain. See, everywhere where there was noise, it's kind of plain. If I play it,
It will start recording your voice and it will keep showing you the wavelength of your voice as well. It's recording in 2 channels.
You improve your audio this way. Then finally apply compressor, or you just apply the equalizer. What was the equalizer? Just a minute. Normalize. Just normalize your voice. That's this one. So I will normalize it to default setting, and now this is good enough to submit to the podcast. You do that, you record your audio in this manner and try to listen in your car. Then you will see what I was talking about. Your audio will be as similar as any movie's audio that you listen. But obviously, you need to have a really good quality. Once you are done with this, go to File, go to Export, go to Audio, and finally select the correct audio format. The correct audio format is either MP3 or WAV. Okay, so I am selecting WAV because I really want to go with quality things, then give a name to your file and then click on export. Sorry, file, export, audio, select WAV format or MP3 format. Okay, and then so it's some problem actually. Oh, sorry, I am selecting import. So select WAV. Okay, so go to file, go to export, and then click on WAV. It will ask a name, and then it will export. Now it is ready to be shared. Click on OK. Now you can share it with your friends. And where I find these files, I will go to everything. And here I will search for the WAV file that I just created. It was named as untitled. This is the file. Let's just open it. So I believe you can hear.
It will start recording your voice and it will keep showing you the wavelength of your voice as well.
So I believe you know how to now edit your video, make it noise free. Obviously, it cannot free the noise of honking horns and noise from the street. Okay, for that you need a different type of mic. So it's better to record in silent environment, but all silent environment also have noise. So it is useful to remove that noise and improve the quality of your audio.
I just want to add one thing about Audacity.
Yes, sir, please.
When I was doing masters, we use this tool for speech signal processing.
Yes.
So for speech recognition and converting voice to text, we use this tool, and this is very professional and very good and fast.
Yes, exactly, sir. This is very useful.
It's good for signal processing and everything. So it's not only about just record the noise, but you can do a lot of
Correct.
things. Just want to add one more information which I have.
Thank you, sir, for sharing this information. Okay.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
my interest is, means, suppose I like to say that suppose for overall in an institution, when I'm saying that ICT enabled classrooms,
Yes.
for effective teaching learning, because now we are in offline face-to-face teaching mode. So means what it means suppose ICT enabled classrooms for effective teaching learning, that means which infrastructure will be there in the classroom for all the teachers. Means now means you see always it is said that there should be ICT enabled classroom in institution. So for effective teaching learning, so ICT enabled classroom means which type of instrument will be there, means which type of facility will be there, and that will be used by all the teachers.
Okay, sir.
Because I am representing my college for suppose for my institution interest. So after that I will propose that this type of classroom will be there in our college. Suppose in our college 50 classrooms. Yes. Out of 50, there is 20 classroom having as white board, screen, blackboard. Every classroom has means chalk and black board, green board.
Yes,
and
sir.
20 classroom having some PowerPoint projector and screen, and 8 classroom having interactive board. That means their internet facility, and interactive board means some you can took this pen, pencil like this, these things is there.
Yes, sir.
So means if I want to enhance means ICT enable classroom for effective teaching learning process. So what do we have to do for our institution?
Nice. Sir, first of all, what I believe is in my university, all classroom are ICT enabled. Okay. So, and I believe in your college, university also, many classrooms are ICT enabled. Let's go back 20 years back when I was doing BTech. Yeah, it's been 20 years, surprisingly. So 20 years back when I was doing BTech, there was projector in the classroom, and that was the only technology. Okay, sometimes when some guest faculty visits, mics were also allowed. That's all. That was it. Today, in my university, there is a smart board. There are 2 normal whiteboard. There is 1 camera that can broadcast teacher while he or she is writing on whiteboard. 1 camera that can broadcast students sitting on the classroom. 1 specially designed podium that has a speaker, 1 mic inbuilt. And now I am changing the teacher camera that can auto track teacher. So with the help of when teacher is moving, that camera will also move, so that the requirement of switching between camera is also gone. That's what I am doing. If I teach, if I go to classroom, I still don't use any of these things. I use 1 projector. I don't use a smart board. I use 1 camera, that's teacher's camera. That's because all other softwares, Canva is available, Inkscape is available, my PowerPoint is available. OBS allow me to present multiple things with the same projector, the same time. So everything else that I'm even writing for that, yes, I use this hardware for writing. Yes, this is available with me. Okay, this I use. But that's all. So if you ask me for the technology, I use 1 laptop, 1 camera, this writing pad, 1 projector. That's all. And that's what I'm using here as well. Here I did not even use this, but I believe the lecture was effective. That's what I believe again. Means I don't know. So you take any subject, physics, chemistry, math, where writing is required heavily. You want to take any software where interactivity is something required, let's say physics. For all of these, I can just teach with the help of projector, my laptop, sufficient. What is required? ICT devices in students' hand, because they are supposed to work on it. Rather than me being active in the class, students should be active. Permit mobiles, then use application like Notion, application like Slack, application like Zoom to divide them into rooms. And then I believe that they should be active, rather than me being active. You put 100 devices in the classroom, but at the end teacher is active. What's the point in that? Again, that's my personal belief. I am not going with what theory says, but I don't see a lot of use of that. To me, ICT enabled means I am capable of using the devices which are available pedagogically effectively. For that, I keep reading papers that talks about using devices. And I strongly believe that students should be more active then. This session was particularly for the breadth, not for the depth. That is why I am more active. In my other sessions, my students are most active.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Yogendra, for this very enlightening and very useful talk covering a very wide spectrum. And thank you very much from all of us.